The tech CEO who controlled my friend. Until I took him down. Everyone thought he was a genius CEO. Until I showed the world who he really was. When my best friend Lena married Victor, I thought she had found stability. He was a tech entrepreneur, young and ambitious, already giving TED Talks about building ethical companies. To the outside world, he was the visionary CEO who donated laptops to schools and mentored startups. But behind the sleek branding and perfect Instagram posts, Lena lived under surveillance. At first it seemed sweet. Victor bought her a smartwatch to keep her safe. Then he upgraded her phone, linked it to his business security system. And soon Lena couldn't take a step without him knowing. She laughed it off when I teased her about being tracked like a package. But her eyes told a different story. Victor's control went beyond technology. He managed all their finances, insisting her freelance photography income go directly into his company account to save on taxes. He slowly isolated her, first from late-night hangouts, then from weekend trips, then even from answering my calls without him nearby. The turning point came when Lena stopped showing up to our photography club. I went to her loft unannounced and Victor answered. His tone was polite, but his body language said I wasn't welcome. I caught a glimpse of Lena on the couch, pale, thinner, her camera gear missing from its usual corner. Weeks later, she confided in me during a rushed coffee break when Victor thought she was at a client meeting. She whispered that he'd threatened to ruin her career if she ever left. He had access to her portfolio, her cloud accounts, even staged emails that could make her look like she'd stolen clients' money. If I walk away, she said, he'll erase me. That was the moment I decided he wouldn't get the chance. Victor's weakness wasn't money or status. It was image. He had just announced a multi-million-dollar partnership with a major nonprofit, branding himself as the face of responsible innovation. I started digging. Using old logins Lena still remembered, I accessed the cloud storage Victor thought he'd locked down. What I found was chilling. Recordings from hidden cameras in their home, copied emails where he pretended to be Lena to sabotage her gigs, and even spreadsheets tracking her daily movements like she was an employee, not his wife. But the real jackpot was a private Slack channel with his top executives. Victor bragged about manipulating optics, hiding company losses, inflating user numbers, and even paying hush money to a former assistant. He mocked Lena openly in those chats, calling her a pet project I keep around for PR. The day his startup launched their new product line, I leaked everything. Screenshots of the surveillance, videos of him screaming at Lena, documents showing investor fraud. I sent them to journalists, watchdog groups, and every major tech blog. The internet did the rest. Within hours, hashtags with his name were trending. Investors pulled funding. The nonprofit canceled the partnership. The board voted him out as CEO by the end of the week. Lena filed for divorce with pro bono legal help from one of his former employees, someone Victor had underpaid and humiliated. With Victor's accounts frozen under investigation, Lena got her equipment back, along with a settlement that gave her breathing room. 6 months later, Victor was facing federal charges for fraud. He went from keynotes and conferences to court dates and depositions. Lena, she had just launched her own gallery showcase, featuring a photo series titled Unseen. When I asked her what it meant, she smiled for the first time in years and said, "It's about reclaiming the parts of my life he tried to erase. I'm visible now, on my own terms." Follow for more.